Hey guys, Just a Book here, and welcome to a tutorial video of how to survive your first night in Minecraft. This is going to be a beginner level video for people that have not played the game yet or are very new to the game. It's going to be a very basic walkthrough of how to survive your first night in Minecraft. We are currently at the Minecraft homepage. Here is where you would like to click play to begin your first game. So as we click play, it will bring us to this screen, which you can create new or go into an old world, but of course we want to create new. And there are templates, but we want to create new if you want to have your own original world. So create new world, and it'll bring us to this screen, which is the game settings screen. Here at the game settings page, you can change nearly anything you want. Of course, you can name your world anything you want, and it will not have any effect on your gameplay. Then following that is survival and creative. If you're watching this tutorial, you probably want to play in survival, which of course is the whole survival aspect of the game, where creative is mostly just building, you can fly around, have all the blocks. That's not really what we're looking for right now. So click survival. Next up, we can choose our difficulty between peaceful, easy, normal, and hard. Peaceful has no mobs at all, easy has fewer mobs than normal, and normal has fewer mobs than hard. For first time, let's just play on normal. Following difficulty, there are other options you can pick, but not many are too relevant to first-time players, such as player permissions, world type, seeds, render distance. I will turn on show coordinates to explain what coordinates are later on, but that's not something that's too important, and you don't have to worry about it for your first time playing. But looking through, you can see there are a lot of different options, but they're not too important. And you can change your texture packs, but that's all beyond your first time playing. Now that we have gone through all of that and set up our world, we are ready to create the world. So go over to the Create tab and select Create. As it always does, it'll take a few moments to load in. As you can see, we are now loaded in, and the world is generating around you. You can take a few moments to look around and gather your surroundings. As you can see, you currently have a map in your hand, which is what you will spawn in with every time your first time loading into a game. You can take the map out by clicking the left trigger, and as you can see, that little white icon is you. Wherever you're going to look, the icon looks, showing you what direction you're facing. Also, it is very important to pay attention to where the sun is at throughout the day. As you can see, it is slowly but surely rising. This is showing how the daytime is going away and it's becoming nighttime. Nighttime in Minecraft is where all the monsters can spawn, so you never want to be caught outside with no armor during the night. Your first objective should be to run up to a tree and get some wood. As you can see, you can take your fist and punch away and get the wood. Whenever you break a block in Minecraft, it will drop down in front of you and you can pick it up. See, break the wood, and there it is on the ground. From here, you can hit X to open up your crafting. So far, we've collected 2 oak logs. With 2 oak logs, you can create a total of 8 wooden planks, because 1 log in Minecraft will give you 4 wooden planks. And wooden planks will help us create things like crafting tables to allow us to craft more items. Since we have more than 4 oak planks, all we have to do to craft the crafting table is click on it. And once we have it, we can put it on the ground like this. Once you're in the crafting table, you can see all the new things you can create. As you can see in the top right corner, we now have a 3x3 instead of a 2x2. This allows you to create many things such as tools, weapons, and armor. And not just any weapon and armor, the finest weapons and armor. But to do that, we need more wood. So go back to the tree and start punching away. In order to make tools, you're going to need sticks, which I just crafted from the oak wood planks. On the right side, it will show you the crafting recipe required to make each tool. We can make a pickaxe by selecting A. And now, we can mine things such as stone. Stone can sometimes spawn naturally, like that, on those hills over there, or sometimes you have to dig down below the dirt and find some. To dig down, all you have to do is dig the blocks away from underneath you, and you'll find the blocks. Just be sure to never dig straight down. As you can see, making a small staircase, exposing some cobblestone. Oh, that's actually iron. That's a very lucky find. But you can see the blocks behind this are stone. And to mine that stone, just put the pickaxe in your hand and mine away. As you can see, it's now dropping cobblestone, which we can use to improve our tools or craft new items. In fact, let's go back to the crafting table to improve some of our tools. With the cobblestone we just mined, we can now make stone tools, which is the same as wood, but just mine quicker and have better durability, so they won't break as fast. As you can see, we just made a stone pickaxe, and now we made a stone axe. The stone axe will help us mine trees and wood a lot faster. See, that was much faster than just using your hand. You can move your crafting table by destroying it and picking it up like that, where it's now in our hotbar, and we can move it around. If you love animals, look away now, because we're about to get some food. If you see this pig, You can hit him with your axe a few times and kill it. You don't have to use the axe, but it'll do more damage than just using your hand. But if you don't have one, you can certainly just use your hand and punch it until it's dead. Pigs will drop you pork chops, which you can either eat raw or cook and eat later. That will give you better saturation and fill more of your hunger. But we can worry about that later. Now that we have a stone pickaxe, we can go back and mine that iron ore that we found earlier when digging for cobblestone. At the time, we only had a wooden pickaxe, which could not mine iron ore correctly. So take out your stone pickaxe, and you can mine your iron ore with no problem. If you use the wooden pickaxe or any other tool like your hand or a stick, it will just despawn and it'll be completely worthless. Now we're down here, we might as well get some more cobblestone with the stone pickaxe that we can use for later. So let's get out of this hole, and let's check on the sun one more time. It looks like it's about midday, a little bit more, so we have about half a day remaining. And there's another pig over here, so might as well get some more pork chops for later on. So we can just take our axe, which does the most damage, and kill the pig to get the pork chops. Be sure to pick up the pork chops after you kill the pig. Our next objective is to get more wood, so just run to a nearby tree, and we can collect some wood with our axe. You'll notice that it will go a lot faster with our axe in our hand compared to the wood, making it much easier, and it will save us a lot of time so we don't get stuck out here at night. You'll notice I just sprinted there, and you can do that by flicking the left stick up twice. Now you have to be careful about sprinting because that will take a lot of stamina compared to just walking. As you can see, we just found some coal. Coal will of course drop coal, which you can use to create torches, smelt things in a furnace, among other things. So it's always very useful, and it'll give you a good amount of XP, which you can use for enchanting later. But that's nothing to worry about on the first day. So mine your coal, and let's get out of here. Oh, there's some more iron actually, so let's mine the iron. You can see ahead of us that there is a cave. Now caves are great for finding resources, and they're often fun to explore, but they're also very dark, allowing mobs to spawn. And we have no armor, and we don't have any torches, so we might as well wait for later for that. Let's just mine some of this coal and get out of here. It's not too relevant for right now, but just keep in mind that mining ores will give you XP, so that's why you can see that number in the bottom increasing from 0 to 1. You can use that for enchanting and healing your tools, but that's something to worry about later. Our next objective is to find a sheep to make a bed. And oh, look at that, right there is a sheep. Now, you could use shears, which cost iron, but we don't have any of that smelted right now, so you can also just kill the sheep to get some wool. And it will also give you some meat. See, we have white wool and raw mutton, which is from the sheep. In order to make a bed, we're going to need to have 3 wood planks, which we have, but we also need 3 of the same colored wool. So that means we need to find 2 more pieces of white wool, or in other words, kill 2 more white sheep. And that's something we want to do before the sun sets so we can sleep through the night and not get killed by any monsters. So let's get going. Oh, right here are 2 horses. Now horses are something that you need to have saddles to control, but you can tame them before you have a saddle. In order to do so, you need to sit on it like this, and it will probably kick you off the first time. Oh, nope, it loved you. That means if you had a saddle, you could ride it around, but we don't have a saddle, so we can't control it. See, it will often kick you off like this. It will see you can kick me off. Oh, that one loved me too, which is pretty rare, but we now tame 2 horses that we can come back to later if we get a saddle. And also we can kill this cow to get meat, and there's another white sheep, which we need, which will drop 1 more white wool for us. So now we only need 1 more sheep to find before nighttime. Now, while we're here, we can mine this birch tree to get some more wood. Birch wood acts the same as oak wood or any other wood in the game, but it just looks a little bit different, and some people have different preferences to what kind of wood they like, so you might as well mine it to see what it looks like and see how you like it. We can continue on looking for another sheep and a place to spend the night. And ahead of us is a cow, so I might as well kill it to get some more food. If you can't tell, sprinting greatly increases your speed over just walking. Also, you can also jump and sprint to go the fastest, but that'll take your hunger away the quickest. Your hunger are those little meat sticks in the bottom right, and as your hunger increases, those sticks will have to disappear and you have to start eating. And you can always check back on your map to see where we're at. See, we moved all the way over here. And, of course, we found another white sheep, which we can kill to get our last piece of wool we need for the bed. We now have 3 wool, which means you can make a bed, and we don't have to kill that sheep right there. We can let him live. And just keep in mind, your map is only going to uncover itself whenever you're actually holding it in your hand and walking to new areas. So just keep that in mind whenever you're walking without your map in your hand. If you look ahead of us, you can see there's actually a village. Now, villages are very lucky finds because there's often food you can take, you can interact with the villagers, and you can sleep in one of their houses if you need to. Villager trading is not too relevant to one of your first days playing, but that's something to look into later, and it's always fun to explore. As you can see, there's different things going on here, but we can look into that later. Walking around the village, you can see that Iron Golem. Although he looks like a big giant, he's a big friendly giant because he actually fights the mobs that spawn in and protects the villages and you. You can look around and see this is a villager house with a yellow bed. Our bed we're going to make is going to be white because we found white wool. And you can also harvest the villagers' food, and these are carrots, and you can plant them back in the ground hitting LT, and they'll grow back. So let's just take some carrots with us for the road. Oh, there's a pig following us. And there's a nice villager fountain, and there's also a cat. You can tame cats with fish, but of course we don't have any fish right now, so we can't really do anything with it right now. Alright, it is getting very close to nighttime, and we don't have any place to stay, so I like to do what I call a hidey hole. A hidey hole is this where you dig into the side of a mountain and spend the night. And you can build these pretty much anywhere. All you have to do is just dig a hole in the side of a hill. Before we do that, let's make some torches with the coal and sticks that we got earlier. As you can see, one coal and one torch will give us 4 torches, or one stick will give us 4 torches. So let's just dig into the ground here and make sure we get in here before it's nighttime. So all you have to do is dig a hole just like this, and it's getting pretty dark, so you can put a torch down. Putting torches down allows you to see much clearer, obviously, and it makes it so mobs won't spawn in the immediate area. Now let's take a crafting table out so we can craft some things, such as a door. Now to make a door, all you need is some planks, and you need 6 planks to make a door. Now I'm using oak wood planks to make an oak door, but you can use any kind of wood you'd like. You can experiment, but just for the time, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just going to make an oak door. And pay attention to what side of the block you put the door on, because it will spawn on that side of the door. See, it's on that side, so it's on the other side of the block. Now that we have a front door to protect us, we can expand the inside of our little hidey hole. But if you want to make sure, you can go outside and see there's the moon, and there will be mobs spawned. Yep, see, there's a creeper, and there's a zombie to the left. You don't want to get too close because they will attack you. Oh, there's a baby zombie coming for us. Let's run back inside real quick and close the door. Since we are not playing hard, we don't have to worry about the mobs breaking down the door, so it's always safe to check and make sure there's no mobs before you leave your house. Now that that's out of the way, we can expand this area a little bit more. I'm not sure why I'm using my wooden pickaxe when we have a stone pickaxe. As you can see, the stone mines a little bit faster than the wood. And if you're trying to mine stone without a pickaxe, such as like using your hand, it's going to mine extremely slowly, and you're not even going to get a block. So be sure to always mine stone with some sort of pickaxe. And unlike stone, you can use your hand on dirt, and you'll get a block, but it'll go much faster if you make a shovel. See, we'll make a shovel, and it mines nearly instantly. Way faster than using your hand. So just remember, use a pickaxe for any kind of stone, use an axe for wood, and use a shovel for dirt or sand. Now let's just make this one layer bigger just to give us a little bit more space. It's now time to make a bed and get some furnaces going so we can cook and smelt our ores that we found earlier. So let's get all these blocks out of the way and go to our crafting table. You need a crafting table to create both a furnace and a bed. So go to the crafting table. Oop, I missed it. Go to the crafting table and you can see the bed is there. All you have to do is click on it and we can put it down. Now beds will take up an area of 2 by 1, so make sure you have an area of at least 2 by 1 and put your bed down. Now we can get a crafting table and we can make a furnace. Where is it? There it is. A furnace will cost you 8 cobblestones, so make sure you have at least 8 cobblestone before you try to make a furnace. Now just like a workbench, a furnace will take up a 1 by 1 block. So just put it down, make sure there's no space for it. And now on the top are the things you're going to want to smelt. Break your iron ore, you want to smelt that into iron. And you can do that by using coal. 1 piece of coal will smelt up to 8 blocks that you put in. And you can put as much coal as you want up to a stack of coal, which is of course 64. So we can just sit here and watch as the iron ore becomes iron. That white arrow fills up and we'll get 1 more piece of iron from the iron ore. And you can see on the left the flame is slowly dying down because each coal is being used. Let's get another furnace to get some more stuff smelting. See, we put the coal at the bottom, and we can put the meat at the top, and it'll start cooking for us. We have raw mutton, which will soon become cooked mutton. You can see the white arrow going across, and there it is. We now have cooked mutton, which is much more efficient than just eating raw mutton. Let's make 1 more furnace since we have enough. And you can also, if you don't have coal, you can also get charcoal, which is just like coal, but you get it from wood. You put coal on the top, and you can put anything in the bottom to smelt it. For example, you can use an oak log. You can use coal, but this is just pretending like we don't have coal. So, it's going across, and we get charcoal, which looks just like coal, but it's actually charcoal, but you can utilize it in the same way. Charcoal is a good alternative to coal if you don't find any your first day, but if you do have coal, there's not really any point in making charcoal. And also, you can smelt with anything made out of wood. For example, you can use these extra doors that we have that we don't need for later. So, now that's finished, we can take it out and use it later. Now let's learn how beds work. Sleeping in your bed will set your spawn, but you can leave your bed before the nighttime passes, and it will still set your spawn. See, it says respawn point set, and it's clearly still nighttime. To sleep through the night, all you have to do is get in bed and not select leave bed. So just close the door, get back in your bed, and just let it sit there for a few seconds. It'll only take a few moments, and then you'll get up, and boom, it's daytime. As you can see, it's a lot brighter. You can go outside, all the mobs are dying, and it's daytime. Now be careful, mobs do die in the daylight, but it will take a few seconds for them to burn. So just be careful when leaving your house the next morning, because as you can see, there are many mobs, although they are on fire, they still will attack you. That one even has a shovel, so let's be careful. So let's go back inside, and we can get the rest of the stuff out of our furnaces. Go inside, close the door, so you won't get snuck up on, and we can get the stuff out of the furnaces. Our iron is done smelting, and see we're now level 2, but like I said, don't worry about that too much, and we can now make iron tools. So let's make an iron pickaxe. Now making that pickaxe, it used 2 of our 3 sticks, and now we're out of wood. So we only have 1 stick left, which is not enough to make another iron pickaxe, or an iron axe, or an iron shovel, so we have to go get more wood. Now this is another type of wood. This is called dark oak wood, which is obviously like oak wood, just a little bit darker, as you can tell, it has a black bottom. But it acts the same as the other woods, so it doesn't really matter if you're just crafting, it just has some visual differences. So let's run back inside and get some more sticks to make another tool. So go inside, make some planks, and make those planks into sticks. See, now we got a lot of sticks, we got 5 sticks. And we can create an iron sword, which will do even more damage than our stone axe. Just to show you an example of the different pickaxes, I'll show you the difference between the wood, stone, and iron pickaxe. The wood, it will mine the slowest, and it will disappear the quickest. The stone will mine the second fastest, and of course the iron is the fastest, and it will mine for the longest without breaking. And just for future reference, you can repair your tools using an anvil, but that's nothing to worry about your first few days playing. Just make your tools, and whenever they break, just make new ones. Now that you have that all covered, you should be ready to explore your next few days of Minecraft. But there is one more thing I want to show you before we go. I didn't have a good opportunity until now to explain how hunger works in Minecraft. You can see in the bottom right those little meat sticks. Those are your hunger bars. You fill those by eating food. Now in Minecraft there's a lot of different kinds of food, ranging from cooked food to uncooked food, to things such as apples and potatoes and carrots, which you can all plant, and wheat and bread. But they all do the same thing in refilling your hunger. But some refill better than others. For example, cooked food will refill a lot better than uncooked food. As you can see, just jumping around and sprinting takes away hunger very quickly. That's why I was walking a lot earlier. So, you can eat raw food, like raw beef, which will refill like 1.5 meat sticks. Oops, messed that up. Or you can eat cooked food, which will refill 3 or 4 meat sticks, which is much more efficient, and it has longer saturation, meaning you won't lose your hunger as quickly. Well guys, you should now be able to survive your first few days of Minecraft. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and a comment down below. And if you didn't, please send any complaint emails to 17clairvillea@ptsdwebapps.com. I'm Just a Book, thanks for watching, and have a great day.
All warfare is based on deception.